guys, it's me right back in a video, and today's video is going to be like a makeup collection, or whatever you want to call that. And I'm going over to my aunt's. She's picking me up at like 4, and it's like 3:20 right now, and I still need to do my makeup and pack some for the baby shower this weekend. So yeah, so I'm just gonna pack a bunch of stuff and like show you guys what I'm gonna be bringing too. So yeah, so for my contouring I use 2 things sometimes. I use this Ulta, it's from Ulta, and it's called You Make Me Blush, and there's a bronzer and a blush, and then I use this contouring right here to do all that. The next thing I have a couple things from the dollar store, but like I use them a lot better than like the expensive ones I use. Like the only thing here that I use that's like really expensive is the Morphe palette. But yeah, so this is a palette that I got from the dollar store. I used to use that one a lot, like every day before I got my Morphe palette, and it's good. There's a lot of colors in here, like yeah. Then the next thing I have is this eyeshadow, but from the dollar store, and it's LAC or LA Colors eyeshadow, and it's bold and it smells like lotion. And the next thing I have is from Avon. It's blush. I don't use blush a lot, but you can see that I have a couple of things in here that's blush, and I don't really use them. And then the next thing I have is this. I got this from the dollar store. It's a blush too, and I got that from the dollar store. So yeah, I'll be like putting all the things down below, like Ulta and Morphe and stuff like that, like the Morphe palette I have and like the stuff like that. The next thing I have from the dollar store again is this LA Colors pressed powder, and it's in the shade beige because I'm light skinned, and so yeah. The next thing I have is a foundation brush. I actually have like 2 foundation brushes. I used to use this one a lot. I think I'm gonna bring it too, and it's this e.l.f. Powder brush, but I use it for my foundation because it works better. And then my other brush is in there, but I use this to contour, and then I use this to like whatever if I need something. And then I have this. I want to turn this off because I think I'm gonna put some beats on. Hold on. But the next thing I have is this e.l.f. hydrating under eye primer. I use this sometimes. I don't really use it a lot, which is I should, but yeah. And the next thing I have is I have a lot of pressed powder in here because like when I'm tan, like you could tell like my neck is 2 different colors. Like I'm dark and then I'm white, and then it's just I'm Casper. And so this is, I have a bunch of pressed powder like that's light for when I'm not tan, and then dark for when I'm tan. But this is the Cover All pressed powder, and I believe I got this from CVS, and it's the Maybelline. It says Maybelline and Wet n Wild, or is that just the Maybelline brush? Yeah, that's just a Maybelline brush or pad in it. Then I have Maybelline blush, and I don't even use it. Then the next thing I got is these Katy Kat lip gloss. I got them for Easter, and I believe, oh yeah, these are from CVS because I saw some of them and I'm like, oh, from CVS. Then I have this lip liner that's broken that doesn't really work anymore. I have this highlighting brush, and it's from the Morphe and Bretman palette. So yeah, that's in there, but I'll get to it later. I use this to like contour too sometimes and stuff like that because it works really good and I really like it. Then the next thing I have is this the Pro Artist Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I don't know where I got this from. I think I got this from Beals. They have like a lot of makeup and stuff there, like makeup, clothes, and stuff like that. And then this I use for like my crease sometimes. Dang, that thing is still there. I got stuck with a nail right there, and it's still there, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So this is the this is a creasing brush that I use, and Angel Crease is what it's called. And then I use this to like highlight sometimes too, but I don't really do that like all the time, so I use this for highlighting and then sometimes in my crease. And this is by Echo Tools. And then I have like 2 more brushes from Echo Tools. I have these 2 from Echo Tools, and this one is called Smudge, and then this one is called, I don't know, it ain't saying, but then I have these 2 brushes that I use for my Morphe palette that I need to clean like really quick because your girl need to clean them. It's these, and they're by Wet n Wild. I use these a bunch, like probably every day. And then I use this is from the dollar store, and then this is just some lip liner that I use, and that's it from that one. And just the little pad thingy bobber that I think goes in here. No, it goes somewhere, but yeah. So now we're gonna get in. Oh, and then I have this Morphe palette. This isn't the one I use. Like, I have a bigger one in this right now, and I'll show you guys like once I get to my other bag. But there's my Morphe palette. It's the 9A called Always Golden, and I think I might use this one today, but it's got some dark colors in it. It's got Surprise, Myself, Splendid, Bruise, Witness, Taken, Connection, Aware, and Storm. So I might be using this today. I use this Morphe palette a lot, and then this is it's called Second Nature, and it's 3502. It's the newest one that just came out, I believe. I got it like the day it came out. And I really don't care how messy it is, but it's like messy. And there's a lot in here, so I'm not going to read you off the names, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to try to do like a cute look for the baby gender reveal, so yeah. Then I use this LA Girl Pro Face Press Powder a lot. Oh, that's where that thing went. This is for that. But I used this, and I got this from CVS, I think. And it's nude beige. And then this is the Bretman and Morphe palette that I use a lot, and it's got a bunch of highlighters in it. I'm not gonna like show the names because they're not for little kids. And then I have this brush that I use for like my highlight, or like not my highlighting, my concealer, my contouring. Like, I use a bunch of brushes for my contouring, like different things. And this is Bare Mineral. This is by Bare Minerals, and it is Flawless Base. I believe it's like a press powder form, but this one I use for my press powder. And this one does not say. Oh, it's by e.l.f. and it's a professional total face brush. So yeah. Then I have this Maybelline New York Dream Brightening Creamy Concealer, and I use this like under my eyes and everything like that, which is, yeah. And then I have this brush that, or whatever you want to call it, I forget what it is. I got that from the dollar store, and that was just $1. Like, I'm gonna go back and get some more. And I use that like to like bake my face and everything too, so I use that a lot. I need to wash it out though too. The next thing I use to bake is this C Bella, and it just is light, and I use this to bake. And then this is also by Echo Tools, and it is Large Eye. So I use this to highlight sometimes too, and go like on my eyelid, not like my crease area. But yeah, I have two different kinds of foundation. I know they look the same, but they're different. But I have one by Wet n Wild I got from CVS, and then I also got this one from Walgreens, and it's by Fit Me, and it's the New Look Dewy Smooth, and it has like sunscreen in it too. And so I use both of these. I use this one right now because when you open it, I need to clean it too, so don't judge me. It's got this in it, or like a little brush, and so I use that a lot. And then I have my foundation brush, but I'm going to be using my other one today, so. Then I have this moisturizing lip gloss. And then I got I don't know where I got that from. But then the next thing I have is this eyebrow pencil. Oh, I have a spoolie at one end, and then it's called Angel Brow, and it's by Ulta Beauty. Like, you can have it, the spoolie straight, you can have it up, you can have it down, you can have it like whatever you want. I use this a lot, like, to do my eyebrows. Like, I'm not even trying to do it right now, but yeah. Then I use this to bronze too, and this is by Ulta Beauty, and it's a blush brush. Most of the brushes that I use aren't like, they're like made for like blush and everything, but I don't use that. So then the next thing I use is this tampered highlighter, and I use this to highlight. I used to use this to contour, but I came out with highlighting. So then the next thing I have is this Fit Me. I didn't get this at the same time I got my foundation. This was handed down to me. Like, basically some of my makeup is handed down to me, like where my mom doesn't use them, or my nana, so I get them, or like I go through them and then I take them. So yeah. So then the next thing I have is this Fit Me 315, and it doesn't say the shade, but I use this sometimes. And then I use this poreless face primer by Ulta, and yeah. Oh, and the moisturizer that I use, hold on. Moisturizer that I use for my skin is the Aveeno Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer, and that like works so good, and I really love that stuff. And the next thing I use is this Ulta Brow Expert. You can tell I use it a lot because you can already start seeing the bottom of it. I don't use the powder because I don't really like the powder, but I also don't really like the gel. So I think I'm going to start using the powder. I'm going to try it out, but yeah. Can't even see. Oh, hey. See in the mirror. But then I have 3 more things left. I have this Color Mates. I got this from the dollar store. Classic mascara. Then I have this Hard Candy primer for my eyelids, and it's like a skin tone, like it's like nude. And then, excuse me, then I have this. I also got this from the dollar store. My tante got it for me for Christmas, and I love it because it's a really good highlighter, but it's used for eyeshadows, or for eyeshadow. But I really like this for highlighting, and it just pops out more, and it looks natural too. At the same time, it doesn't seem like it, but it is. So yeah.